Well, it was a great place to stay, the Chatfield Memorial Shelter. We are tripping over rocks is what we're doing. Loading up and getting ready to go out this morning, and we're already laughing, and that's a good thing. We are minus Snow Cream this morning. He decided to go out on his own, and I think he's maybe ready to make some bigger miles or something. I'm not really sure what's going on, but he got on up and said thanks and howdy folks, and he's gone on up the trail, but we'll probably see him up the way somewhere. But we're gonna head on out and attack the rocks today. I'm pretty confident that we can't have that many more rocks in the trail than we had yesterday, so it's gonna be a good day. We'll talk to you soon. Still walking by the nice mountain stream here this morning. We got nice waterfalls and things like that. And we've got a stream crossing and no rocks to cross on. How about that? It's gonna be a great day. Oh geez. Hope Bullfrog's shoes are waterproof because he just stepped in it. Oh boy, this ought to be a good day. Holy cow. Goodness, I heard that. Okay, so we'll have to do some editing on this little frame of video. And I'm definitely gonna have to put my phone away to cross this one by myself. But Gavin's got himself almost, hey, there we go. All right, my turn. Alrighty, we are on our way to school today. We're walking to school, uphill, both ways in the rocks. They couldn't, it's too warm for snow, so they put out rocks instead. We're actually headed to Settlement Village Museum, and there is an old one-room schoolhouse there, about probably a mile and a half up the road from us, so we are walking to school today. It's kind of a cool morning, but it's promising to be a really nice day for us to hike, and we're looking forward to it. At the moment, we really don't have all that many rocks and roots, knock on wood. So things are moving along pretty quickly. Everybody's got their groove on. I've got some Motown playing in my ears, little Lionel Richie and some Stevie Wonder. So we're jamming. And oh, everybody knows who Stevie Wonder and Lionel Richie are. But anyway, we're moving on down the road. Going through a rhododendron thicket here. Still parallel in the river or creek and crossing it. Some crossings are a little trickier than others. Looks like we got another one coming. Ooh, we got some big rocks down here. Oh, and slick greasy mud, I love that. That's always good when you've got rocks, because if you slip in the mud, then you can hit your head on a rock, so that's pretty cool. That's good planning, folks, that's great planning. Wow, that's gorgeous. Look at the water. Definitely the mountain stream of the day, and I'm sure this is still the one that we were camped beside last night that made such a peaceful sound in the night. This is nice. This is really, man, I could do this all day long. Look at that. Look at that and listen to the water running. It's gorgeous. We're having a great day, and I still need to buy some adjectives. Gorgeous is been way overused, but everything is just beyond description out here. All right, headed on up the trail. Now we're going uphill. Going uphill to the school. We'll talk to you soon. Wow, I don't know whether you can hear this or not. We're crossing under a power line right now, and that thing is just buzzing like nobody's business. Can you hear? I didn't realize the power lines would do that. But that's pretty impressive. There was a sign that says danger high voltage, do you think? But, oh, that's a pretty house. All right, we're still walking to school. We shouldn't be too terribly far now. But, that was, oh cool, so we're getting close to school. Oh, thank you guys from West End UMC. Thank you guys. So we're headed there. We'll be thankful to get a soda and some crackers, and then we'll meander along our way. We're headed to a red barn now. Oh, there's the schoolhouse right down there. I see the sun glinting off the roof, I think. So we'll be there in just a minute. Alrighty, here we go. We are coming up on the old schoolhouse right up here. And we've seen signs for trail magic, and that's pretty awesome. I've seen this in most everybody's videos. There's a settlement village here, museum, and I think we're gonna miss that because I think we're a little too early for them to start, but we appreciate the folks from West End United Methodist Church for doing the trail magic. And there's the old one-room schoolhouse. Pretty awesome. Alrighty, so this is the schoolhouse. There's the information about it. And gosh, but every video I've seen of that has been partially erased. So I feel very fortunate to have a video of this thing completely intact. And of course, there's the obligatory picture of Washington and Lincoln, and the American flag, which doesn't have enough stars on it. That's going to be an older flag. That would be true to the time period. I wonder what that picture is. The old oaken bucket. Reminds me of a Mark Twain kind of a thing. So, and got the old desks. One teacher in the schoolhouse. There's the pot-bellied stove right here that probably says don't build a fire on this because it's not really hooked up. Yep, that's exactly what it says. And we have a trail log back here. So that's pretty cool. And there's the hiker log. Alrighty, I have to get a picture of the punishments for different things. Nope, benches along the outside. And rules for teachers. I'll have to get a picture of that too. I've seen those before. I think we may have one of those at home. Maybe it belonged to Beth's grandmother or something, but I'm not sure. So, anyway, there we go. There's the bucket, I guess, that you put your donations in. Wow. And, oh, they even have dog treats, man. They thought of everything. That's really awesome. Thanks, guys. We appreciate it very, very much. Okay, yes, it's moving. Hey, there we go. May apples have flowers. I guess they'd have to produce fruit.
Well, I've seen May apples with fruit, but no flowers.
Yeah? I don't know.
I don't see.
Interesting. I still think those are the coolest looking plants.
Uh-huh.
But anyway, we're about a mile from breakfast, and we're going to head on down the trail. We'll talk to you soon. Yep, anytime we stop and say wow on the trail, that's when the phone comes out. Now that's a tree right there. That is forevermore a big tree. It's not the biggest tree we're going to see. That's still a little bit ahead, but wow, that's a nice sized tree. We are just strolling through the woods today. We've had a scary, easy walk today. I'm kind of nervous as to what the latter part of our day is going to look like if, you know, as flat and narrow and non-rocky and non-rooty as the trail has been for us today. I hope it'll continue. This has just been a stroll. But anyway, we are headed toward, I think it's Atkins, Virginia is the town, and a restaurant called The Barn. We shouldn't be too terribly far from there. I think we're getting ready to cross some railroad tracks. And we're gonna stop and have some real food for a change. So that'll be very nice. A little bridge over the wetlands, and there's the barn, I think. Pretty sure that's the restaurant we're going to. Ouch. That was a little bit of a step. And we've got a nice little creek right here. Really nice. Oh wow, look at that house up there. That's beautiful. All right, I'm gonna put it up and walk on. All righty, we got a little bit of a boardwalk this morning, going through this swampy area right here at the bottom of the hill. And I guess we'll loop around and get up to that barn in just a little bit. But thanks to the folks that have done this, it's a whole lot nicer than swamping through the muck down there. Oh, sorry. Enjoying some chickweed. We haven't found a rabbit down here in the chickweed, which is exactly where you would expect a rabbit to be. Oh, there was a little rabbit in there. But I moved and I think I scared it. Sorry, bud. Well, this is the first time we've walked in waist-high grass. We still haven't made it to the barn yet, but we think we're getting closer. So we'll see what happens. I'm trying to figure out whether we were going to cross the interstate before or after we get to the barn. And I honestly don't know. But I bet we'll know shortly. I'll keep you posted. Alrighty, the Appalachian Trail walks right up through here. Apparently we're going to get to the restaurant before we cross I-81. So we're going to go into the barn and see what there is to be had to eat. Looking forward to that. Question is, do I want breakfast or do I want lunch? I think I want lunch, if they're serving lunch yet. Let's see what happens. We've got a 16-ounce hiker burger from what I read in the shelter log last night. Or in gut hooks or something. That sounds like that might be what I need to keep me going today. So we're looking forward to this. Yeah. Yeah. Alrighty, so we're gonna, oh, thank you, come again. We haven't even left yet. Anyway, the restaurant, they have good food according to the sign. Of course, if they didn't have good food, would they get a sign that says bad food? One of those things you just have to stop and think about. Well, we've been fed. We stopped at the barn restaurant. It was really good. I had a hamburger steak with home fries and toast. A big cup of coffee. One of the things I miss is real coffee. But we were about to cross under Interstate 81. I know a friend of mine, Dave, was telling me about this crossing coming up. So, Dave, here we are. We're crossing it. I'll have to be sure and put it in the blog because at the rate at which I'm finding Wi-Fi to upload videos, this one may not be up until March of 2012. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, well, maybe not 2012, but it's going to be a while. But we'll get there eventually. So, yep. So there's a blaze on the piling over there. Yep. We've got an ambulance backing down the exit ramp there. I guess he got the wrong spot. So anyway, Interstate 81, right there. Appalachian Trail blaze on the piling. We're going that way. Well, we've just come up through this field, and I'm betting we came off those mountains up there. Who knows? But man, it's really nice. Easy walk, having a good time. All right, so this is Angel crossing the cattle gate. Here we go. Good luck, dear.
Oh, these are easy. I do these in 7 races.
She says easy. She hasn't fallen yet. Don't jump. It's not worth it. All right, now it's my turn. This should be good. Alrighty, there's some rhododendron in bloom. We're not really quite ready for the whole forest to light up yet, but that's a lot nicer than it has been. Yeah. Okay, I've been told that there's one up here that's pretty close, so we'll keep the camera right here. Oh, I see it. It is up the way just a bit. But anyway, back to normal. There we go. And we're zooming along. Pretty easy trail today. Knock on wood. We had a lot of flat. We had one really long gradual uphill that wasn't too bad. We did it without stopping. That was a pretty good accomplishment for me, and I kept up with Angel and Bullfrog, who were both younger than me, so that was a good accomplishment. Met some other folks out on the trail. There's the one that's blooming, and that is right there on the trail. I just can't wait till the whole forest pops, because I know that it's going to. We're going to wake up one day and walk about 100 yards, and bam, we're going to have rhododendrons everywhere. And I can't wait for that. Man, that's awesome. All right, so definitely got to clean up the creek bank at the house and get some of those things in the ground back home, because I do like those. Well, this is where there used to be a shelter. You can still see the front steps right there and the picnic table and some of the pilings for the corners. We're wondering if that log right there had anything to do with why there used to be a shelter there or not. But the privy's still intact. not staying here. This is a tent spot, but we're gonna go on up the trail just a ways. We'll talk to you soon. Well, just walked up on several rhododendron here blooming. And man, they're gorgeous. Let's get a little closer into this one. Man, how about that? A few down there, a couple over there. It's not gonna be long. That one's about to pop right there too. Although is that I guess that's a big rhododendron. Right there. And we're going downhill again. Oh boy, that means we get to go uphill afterwards. Well, I reached the top of another little ridge line after a small climb, and we're still encountering some rhododendron in bloom, and it's really pretty. We've got several trees out here that we don't know about. In fact, I just looked up, there's this orange one right over here. And it does look honeysucklish. I don't know what that is, but I'm going to go over and take a good picture of it. And hopefully send that one up to iNaturalist if I've been through another town and forgot again. But maybe we'll have cell service one day and I can get some pictures sent into iNaturalist. By this point in the game, I'm going to have enough pictures and things that I can tell you what everything is in a separate video if I can ever get one uploaded. That's the downside to some of the Wi-Fi connections we've had is, that's a big knot on that tree right there. It's a pretty big tree too for that matter. The Wi-Fi connections that we've had have been kind of iffy at best at sometimes, and it takes a good amount of upload strength to get a video up, or it'll time out in the app. So anyway, maybe soon get something up. I got a couple this week, but not nearly as many as I'd wanted. And I was able to send some photos to Walmart for Mother's Day. This is the week before Mother's Day. And obviously Gavin and I aren't going to be there. But I went back through my camera roll from the trip. There's some butterflies up there. I don't know if you can see them or not. Went back through the camera roll of the trip and picked out about 100 pictures of some of the nature that we've seen and pictures of us and that sort of thing. And sent those up to Walmart so that she can pick those up and be surprised, I hope, by them sometime. Although she'll probably get a notification before before Mother's Day, but that'll be all right. She'll appreciate it. And we appreciate her. So I'm going to meander on down the trail, see if we can catch up to Angel and Bullfrog up here somewhere. They went on off. I stopped to wait for a few minutes, and we'll all be back together soon, I guess. Well, I think I might be at the top of the last climb of the day. I don't know yet. I think we're probably, just based on walking, maybe about 2 miles out. We just came up this little hill right here. Not too bad, but I'm a little winded. And looks like the trail's going to flatten out and go ridgeline for a little bit. I think eventually it's going to turn and go down into our campsite area, but it's just a really pretty afternoon up here. Thought I would stop and show it to you. Well, still plowing along this little ridge line right here. This has been a gorgeous day of hiking. We've got green stuff all around. And a lot of the hiking today has been on stuff like you're seeing right now, not many rocks and roots. And the trail has been very kind. It has been, I don't know, mostly flat. A little downhill, a little bit of uphill. You know, there's been a couple of sustained, well, not miles and miles, but, you know, a pretty decent climb uphill. But the grades have been pretty good to where I could do it without stopping if I slow down a little bit. And I can do this stuff right here all day long. I'm moving along at a pretty good clip right now. Got about 2 miles to the campsite, and looking forward to putting my feet up on something, I hope. My bottoms of my feet are sore from stepping on rocks for the last several days. But it'll all be good. Just kind of rambling through the forest here. Stop and look around. Nice. And I think we've climbed about as much as we're going to climb today, except for, you know, just 2 or 3 feet here and there as the trail meanders along. I don't think we got to go up and over anything else. But we never know, we'll be surprised. We'll check in shortly. Yep, this is our home for the evening. We've got tents pitched. I haven't put the fly on mine yet because I was just enjoying the sunshine and not wanting my tent to get too terribly hot before I put things up. Gavin's getting ready to hang up his bear bag, and I think we're going to settle in here before too long and get some good rest. We're going to try to get up and out in the morning and try to do our biggest day yet tomorrow, however far that winds up to be. We'll see what happens when we get there. But it's a good evening. We are just shy of the quarter of the way point, and that's pretty exciting in and of itself to know that we're a quarter of the way along, although at the same time it's taken us as long as it has, and we're only a quarter of the way. But we'll start picking up some miles here in the next few days. I think we've got some easy terrain to go tomorrow, see what happens. But man, Gavin's doing a really good job there. That's what you do, is you loop it through the carabiner and then you put the string back through, and now he's going to tie a clove hitch on that line. There's one loop, and there's his other loop, and he now has his clove hitch, so he should be in good shape here. The only downside is sometimes he's not as tall as we are, so he can't tie his toggle up as high, but I think he's going to be okay. We'll see how far down it comes. If I need to go over there and lift it up, I will. I'd say he's in good shape. He's as high as mine is. I think he has successfully hung his bear, or his food from the bear. Awesome job. Is it higher? Yeah, I think it is. So anyway, we're going to settle on in here and hit the bed here just shortly.